I've had this story on my brain the last 6 months, and it's a story about me and my dad and some of the impact of one hug. I didn't grow up with a family that was huggers. You know, we weren't huggers. The best you could probably get me to do is a one-arm hug. Even today, it's difficult for me to use two arms unless I'm really close with you. It's just a thing. When you're not hugged a lot, you aren't comfortable with being hugged. You're not. And when I was about 11, 12, 13, through those ages, all the way up to 18, I grew up in downtown Toledo on Superior and Cherry Street. Very dangerous neighborhood. It was dangerous then. It was more dangerous now. But it was a tough neighborhood. The kind of neighborhood when every 10 steps you turn around and make sure nobody was behind you. You didn't wear gold around your friends because your friends would jump you as well, because you would probably do the same to them. I wasn't exactly a good person, but I really didn't know any better. I was just trying to survive. I lived down there with my dad and my aunt in the house. I could leave whenever I wanted. 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I ran drugs. I used to mess with hookers all the time and cause trouble and piss pimps off and try to get them to chase us. Anything I could do to get in trouble or burn down the world was pretty much my approach on life. And I thought I was a tough guy. I was probably 12 or 13 years old. And I come home one night after running around with the gangs. I got a black eye, my head scraped up from getting in fights. And it didn't matter if you won the fight, as long as you were in a fight, that's all that mattered, you know, because the chaos was the best part of it. Well, when you don't have people holding you accountable for anything, you're not accountable for anything, and you want to create some chaos. I come home late one night, like 4 in the morning, and my dad's sitting there smoking a cigarette. He's got his legs crossed, and he's sitting in the dark. And the only reason I know he's there is because the red light of the cigarette lighting up on the end. And he would sit there. And I come home, he's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Good." I'm trying to go upstairs because I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to look him eye to eye. I probably don't have a lot of respect for him, and I don't have any respect for myself. I'm not proud of this. I'm just being honest because I want you to know life is real, and it's not what you think it is all the time. And this changed my perspective on me and my father's relationship for forever. He goes, "I know you're going through some hard times. I know you're doing some dangerous stuff. I see the boys you hang out with, and I think they're good kids, but I know you guys cause trouble and you're in a gang." And I'm like, "Yeah?" And he's like, "You want a hug?" I go, "Fuck no, I don't want no hug. What am I gonna do with a hug?" He goes, "Do you want a hug?" And I'm pissed in my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking hug this guy. He's old, he's weak. I don't respect him. I'm not gonna hug him. Who's he to me? He doesn't give a shit where I'm at. And then he goes, "Do you want a hug?" "Seriously, it's okay, Chris. You can get a hug from me." And in that moment, I decided that I was going to hug him. I don't know if I was just trying to get out of there, if I was panicking. I don't know why I was going to hug him. Maybe I just wanted to hug him, and the little boy inside me wanted to hug him. So I hugged him, and when I put my head on his chest, I flashed back to all the security I felt when I was a little kid, and I'm flashing back to when I'm sleeping on his chest and the comfort and the protection. And I realized it's the first time I felt completely protected and safe at that age. And I lost that from the age of 9 on up, is when I gave my dad that hug. And the impact of that hug was like absolutely astounding. It fundamentally changed the way I acted for the rest of my life and how I treated people and how I could be a better person, and I fought to be a better person. Not always. I didn't win every battle. But that one hug from my dad and my head hitting his chest and realizing all the years and how much he loved me and how he was there for me, even when I didn't realize it. So my advice to my kids is, hug as often as you can. Because it's those hugs that bring back those memories of how close we really are. And I know I struggle with it because I didn't grow up being hugged. And that's not an excuse, it's just reality. But I'm going to push myself to hug more and reach out more. Hope you guys are having a great day.